Hey guys, today we're going to look at how to identify or describe something using a relative clause. So a noun can be modified by a clause, which can be in any tense, but it is always in the plain form. So let's take a look at our first example here. The person who always eats an ekiben is Taro. いつも駅弁を食べる人は Taro-kun desu. So what we're doing is we're simply injecting this extra phrase into our sentence. We could take it out and be simply left with the person is Taro. But what we want to do is give extra information or describe further who Taro is or what Taro looks like or so on and so forth. In this case, Taro is the person who always eats an ekiben. So our phrase here or our clause here that we've injected is always eats an ekiben. いつも駅弁を食べる. And our noun in this case is the word person, which is hito, and it comes directly after the clause. In our second example, the person who ate an ekiben yesterday is Naomi. 昨日駅弁を食べた人は Naomi-san desu. Again, we could take out this extra phrase, who ate an ekiben yesterday, and be left simply with the person is Naomi. But we want to be more descriptive than that about Naomi. So we're going to attach this sentence at the front of our sentence here. And it's 昨日駅弁を食べた. So in this case, our verb, again, it is in plain form, but it's in past tense. So remember, your verb can be in any tense, but it needs to be in plain form. Again, our noun attached to our phrase is the word person, which is hito. On our second slide here, the person who absolutely never eats an ekiben is Ken. 絶対駅弁を食べない人は Ken-kun desu. So we have the same structure in these three examples on this page. The only difference is that our verb changes in form. So we have 食べない, 食べなかった, and 食べている. So basically the sentence still acts in the same way. It's just that we're seeing different examples here of how we can use verbs in these sentences. Now please note that if the clause has a subject, the particle wa is replaced by ga or no. So for example, the ticket I bought yesterday is a Shinkansen ticket. 私が昨日買った切符は Shinkansen no kippu desu. So if we took out I bought yesterday, we simply have the ticket is a Shinkansen ticket. But we want to add more information to our sentence. So we want to say the ticket I bought yesterday, as opposed to maybe the ticket I bought today or the ticket I bought last week, so on and so forth. So the ticket I bought yesterday is a Shinkansen ticket. 私が昨日買った切符. So we have our subject, which is I, followed by the particle ga, and then our verb in its plain form, 買った. And then in this case, our noun is the word for ticket, which is kippu. In our second example, please email me the information that Hiro found on the internet. Hiro-kunがインターネットで見つけた情報を E メールで送ってください. So in this case, again, we can take out part of this sentence and it's still going to make sense. For example, please email me the information. We can cut off that Hiro found on the internet. But we want to be specific about which information it is that we want you to email. So what we're going to do is attach a sentence that explains specifically which information we wish for you to send. In this case, it's the information that Hiro found on the internet. So we're going to attach that at the start of our sentence. Hiro-kunがインターネットで見つけた情報. So we have our verb here in its plain form, and we've got our noun, which is information, 情報. And we've attached that to the phrase イメールで送ってください. Please email. You'll notice here in these examples that the sentence structure is in reverse to English. So in English we have please email me, and in Japanese we actually start with the information that Hiro found on the internet, and then we finish with please email me. So that's about all for this topic, but if you have any questions or comments, please let me know.